Morning, students. I hope you're all doing well and that you're getting plenty of exercise and sleep and fresh air and spending time with your families and your pets. I do miss you all, but I have some great news for you today. First of all, we're not going to be posting any new assignments that will be graded. Instead, we have opportunities for you to work on boosting your marking period 3 grade. I've created this assignment that I will be posting into Schoology very shortly, and it will explain to you how you can do that. I wanted to go through that with you just so that you understood the assignment requirements and guidelines and basically the opportunities that are available to you in boosting your marking period 3 grade. And then I'll explain to you how you can get in touch with me if you have questions about these things. So here's the assignment. Here's what it looks like. Let me just make sure that this is actually going to work. Here we go. Okay, so it says, greetings students in ELA with Mrs. Smith. I'm providing you the opportunity to boost your grade for marking period 3 in the days leading up to spring break and really during spring break if you feel like working through that. You have the option to, number 1, replace your Mayer letter grade, fill 1-0, or replace your lowest score. That means on anything from marking period 3. Or you can replace one writing grade. So any writing grade that exists, I believe there's 4 right now in marking period 3, you can do one of these assignments and replace that grade. So you can also do all 3 of these things, and here's how it works. So you will choose from the list of available projects that are on the pages below this one. You can complete that assignment at a time and a pace that makes sense for you, but it should be submitted by April 10th, which is the last, technically one of the last days of spring break. Now you don't have to work through spring break. You don't need to work through spring break at all. There's still about a week and a half before that you can do this stuff. Finally, you'll submit your work to the assignments that I will be posting in Schoology that will be labeled options 1, 2, and 3 from the first list of numbers there. So it will say replace your Mayer letter grade or fill 1-0 or replace one writing grade. And whichever one of those you're choosing to do, you'll submit that assignment to that post in Schoology. So if you do choose to take advantage of completing 3 of these things, you must complete 3 different ones and submit them to those 3 different options. So it just says stop here to make sure that you have read all of those directions. Now, here are the projects you can choose from, and a little disclaimer here. Any of the projects may be completed independently or collaboratively with your peers. However, if you complete the work with a friend or a group, you must have your own submission to receive credit for it. So if Parker and Colin wanted to work together, Colin can't write Parker's name on it and submit for both of them. Parker and Colin have to submit their exact assignment separately. So here are the things that you might choose to do. I tried to make them fun and engaging so that it wouldn't be boring for you to complete them. So number 1, you can write a song. You can write about any of the topics that are bulleted here, or you can, if none of them look interesting to you and you still want to write a song, get it approved by me, your topic first. Write your lyrics and upload them to the assignment that you choose. And you don't need to perform it. All you need to do is write the lyrics. There's not requirements on how long it needs to be, but it should look and resemble like song lyrics that exist in the world. So don't just write one verse and call it a song. And if you want to get really crazy with it and you do have that musical talent where you can perform that song, whether it's singing it or using an instrument, you wanted to do it with friends or whatever, get creative. You can post it to the assignment you're recording, but you do not have to record it. Okay. Second option, you can make a YouTube tutorial video. So are you really good at playing an instrument or doing makeup or playing video games even? For this one, you're going to craft an engaging video where you teach your audience how to do the thing you're good at. I'm sure a lot of you watch YouTube tutorial videos all the time, like I do, when you need to learn how to do something. So just guidelines on this, your video should be at least 2 minutes long, and it shouldn't be more than 7 minutes. So, make it long enough so that you can explain it in an engaging way, but don't, make it like a movie um, that lasts an hour. So if you want to, like, whichever way you want to record yourself using your phone or your iPad or making an iMovie, you do not have to post it onto YouTube, but it should be in the style that YouTube tutorials are already made. So if you needed to watch a bunch of those to get some inspiration, you can do that. But I am not forcing you in any way, by any means, to actually post to YouTube. If you do want to, and you don't know how to do that, there's a bunch of peers of yours out there who do. And if you can't get help from them, I can help you. However, you must make your posts unlisted or private, unless you have parental consent to make it public. Finally, moving on to number 3. So for this one, it's basically you will write a 1-page single-space story, but you must include the list of words that are underneath the first paragraph in number 3. So the list, I'll just highlight it here. That's the challenge, is to figure out how to write your 1-page single-space story, including all of those words. So you will highlight them or underline them in your document before you submit it, just so that I can see that you have included all of them. Number 4, this one, you will have the opportunity to interview someone. So is there someone in your life whose story deserves to be told? Maybe your mom is a nurse right now and she's working in the hospital through this coronavirus. Maybe your grandfather fought in the war, or your brother volunteers as a fireman, or someone else. It doesn't have to be one of those things listed. You will craft between 5 and 10 interview questions. Those questions should be open-ended, meaning they don't just elicit a yes or no answer, but that they allow the person to actually tell their story. You'll hold your interview. Right now, it's probably going to be difficult to meet in person with them, depending on if they already live with you or not. So set it up over the phone, or you could set up a Google Meet like a lot of teachers have been doing. If you can do it in person, that's great. You might just email the questions to the person. That's okay too. And if you do hold it, like on the phone or in person, you can record it if you wanted to go back and listen to it or save it for your own personal use later. You just have to make sure that that person has given you permission to record the interview. And once you've held your interview, you can present what you have found in any of the following bulleted ways. So you could write a poem about it. You could write a feature article. If you need ideas about that, I can help you and send you some. You could create a slideshow, write a short biography, create a children's picture book. If you have other ideas of how you can present that person's story, feel free to shoot them my way and I'll help you figure that out. Finally, if you have an idea for a different project that's not listed here, but you're like, man, I really want to do this and get credit for it, email me, set up a Google Hangout with me, message me on Google Chat. We'll talk about it and help get you started on that. So that is the list of assignments that you can browse through. And here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, during my office hours, which are from 10 to 11, technically, I will be available on Google Hangout to answer any questions you have about any of those assignments or how to manage getting those things done. From 10 to 10:30, I will be available to 8th graders, and from 10:30 to 11, I will be available to 7th graders. So if you are interested in chatting with me via Google Hangout during those times, you can by all means pop in to the sessions I'll be holding, just open-ended question and answer. In the meantime, today, browse through these things, get some ideas going, get some questions written down for me, and if you have anything pressing then you can always send it to me through any of the methods that I have up and going, like Google Chat or Schoology Message or even my email. You guys should know that. So I hope that this provides the opportunity for you to do something fun and also boost your marking period 3 grade. And I'm excited to see what you all come up with for these fun projects. So I'll talk to you soon.